Hello and welcome students, and in this video I'm going to tell you about the graphical user interface version for SQL injection. Right, so SQL injection is basically kind of attack in which you try to insert queries in the database, right, and then database responds with the data inside it. So we have so many tools inside Kali Linux operating system for performing SQL injection on command line, but we have very less tools available which have graphical user interface and for SQL injection, right? So that's why I'm telling you a tool inside Kali Linux which has GUI and where we can work on SQL injection. So just click on applications, select database assessment, and you can click on JSQL injection, right? So click here and wait. So you can see on the screen that this is called JSQL injection, right? And this is a graphical user interface tool, right? Where you can type the complete address here. Here you can see that there is a block available where you can type the address here, and then you can click here, right? Click on this arrow to start the process. First of all, it will find out information about like database, right? And then it will provide information about tables and then columns and then the data. So we will start with the address here. So first of all, we need to find out the address of a website. Address means a kind of page link. We will paste here and then we will click on this arrow button to start the process. So to do that, I need to open the Firefox in Kali Linux. So let's open Firefox. So I'm clicking on Firefox. Right. And open the website which is we generally use for testing, vulnerweb.com. And here you can use the second one, testphp.vulnerweb.com. So click here, right? And to find out the link, what you can do, you can click on page inside this website. For example, if I click on artists, so click on that, and you can see that there are 3 links available. So you can click on any one. For example, if I click on the first one, so you can see I got a link in the URL area, which is testphp.vulnerweb.com/artist.php, which is a page, and !artist equal to 1, which is a link inside that page. So we got a link of the website, and we can use this link inside JSQL to perform SQL injection, right? So what you need to do, you just need to copy this link, right, and paste in the GUI version of JSQL. So let me copy this link, copy that, and paste it right here. So Control V, you can paste here, http://testphp.vulnerweb.com artist.php !artist equal to 1. Great. Now the next task is to, first of all, we need to check that JSQL takes this kind of string or not. So to check that, you can click on this arrow button right on the side, click here and wait. It will start processing. If it doesn't start, then it will give you an error message. If it starts, then it will find out information for you. There are all information available here: files, web shell, SQL shell, upload. You can also perform brute force attack on here, right? Basically it is taking some time. We need to wait. Our internet is working properly, I think. So I think it should work. Let me close. And you just need to wait if it works or not. You can see here that it is trying hard to find out information, right? You can see it is taking It is using command one by one to find out information about the columns, right? And it is, you can see here that it is trying to insert information. So you can see here that it has basically stopped working, means it has not basically find out information for us. So let me do one thing. Let me type a null character here, and let's try again if it works or not with the null character. So you can see here it is trying with the null character. Until it gets the right one, it will not show us anything, right? So that's why, yeah, here we go, we got it. So you can see here, do one thing, just put a dash before one, right? And it will find out information for you. So you can see here that I got the database name. The database name is Acquired, that's right. Click on that, right? And you can see here, these all are the table available inside it. So you can see here that it contains 8 tables, right? And in which you can see this is the artist table. If you click on that, it will find out the columns inside it, right? And if you click on that, then you will find out information regarding this table, right? And you can see there is also a users table available. So if you click on users table, then you will find information about the users. You can see here that all information is available right here. Right? So the problem was that it wasn't able to find out the right appropriate method here. That's why I have put dash here. Otherwise, you know, it can take much time if I don't put dash here. Otherwise, it will, first of all, it will use the normal one with the all kind of strings it has. Then it can work with one dash. Then it will work with dash one. So it can take much time. So just reduce the timing. I just put dash one, right? Because there are 3 possibilities here. One using dash, second using one dash, one basically it's one apostrophe after one, and third is, let me type what is the 3 methods. One is dash one, second is dash one apostrophe, and third one is this, right? So there are 3 methods. So you can use any one to try that if you are able to find it or not, right? So it has found the information for us. So you can see here that you are able to find out information about the files available inside it, the users file, right? So let me show you how it can work. So for example, if you want to find information about email, right? So tick on email, right click on users, and you can click on load and wait. So you can see here the email inside this website is this sample@email.txt. For example, if you want to try anything else, for example, artist, so click on artists or carts. You can click on price, right click on the carts and click load. So you can find information about the price as well. Close it. Right, actually it is not containing any ROM, that's why it is not showing anything here. Click here, CNAME, features, all the columns inside features, all the columns inside guest book, inside pictures, right, inside products it is available. You can select name, right click on the product, click load. So you can find information about the products, the laser printer, network storage, T-Link web camera, etc. And if we talk about users table, which is very important, so let me close it. Let me select all kind of information inside users, right click here, click load. So you can see here that all information is available here. You can also select the useful information for you like username and password. So you can untick all of them and you can just tick pass and uname. and right click on the user, click load. And you can see here that you are able to find out the right username and password of this website. Test is the right username and password of this website. Information schema also contains, but basically it is the default database inside the database. That's why we are not able to use that. So this is the database name, AccuArt. The tables, these all are the tables inside it, right? Actually there are 8 tables inside it, right? And inside 8 tables you need to guess that which table is useful for you. So the table is useful for me is users. So I will tick on that. These all are the columns inside this users table name. So I will find out which columns are useful for me. So actually all are the important, but I think username, pass and email are more important than anyone. So you can right click here, click on load, and you will find those columns right here. You can click on name as well, right click on load, and you will find name as well. So you can see that JSQL injection is really easy tool. You are doing nothing. You are just copying and pasting the link inside this, right? And then you are trying to run this command, and then you can find out, basically you can find information about the table names, columns, database very easily. Whatever column data you need, just tick on that column, right click on the table name and click on load, and you will find information right here. Got it? And those the tasks you can see here that JSQL is trying each and every link possible and will find information for you, right? So these all are the possibilities available inside SQL injection. Got it? So this is all about SQL injection, right? That is, the tool is called JSQL injection. It is available in Kali Linux. It is available inside database assessment tool. Try it, right? And this is the easiest way to perform SQL injection on websites or web servers. So thank you so much. And this is all about JSQL injection. And we will come back in the next video with more stuff. Thank you.